Hello everyone, welcome back to the latest update series of Drishti. This is Divya Kavatra, your educator, and we meet today to discuss a very important, very recent topic, that is Thundersquall. As you must have read a devastating news in the newspaper regarding the death toll increasing in UP because of the Thundersquall, because of the weather change that happened, right? The technical term for that weather change is Thundersquall, all right? That's why this is in news, because in this particular area that we are seeing, we'll see that constantly in India and across the world in different areas of South Asia, Southeast Asia, we have seen the rise in thundersquall happening consistently, and the effect of that UP witnessed yesterday with the death crossing around 80 plus people. Yes. Why is it happening? What is this thundersquall? That is what we are going to discuss today. All right. Let's understand first of all what this thundersquall is. Okay. The term thundersquall is basically given to a phenomena, a kind of phenomena where what happens is winds start blowing. Okay. Winds start blowing at a very high speed suddenly. Okay, this sudden rise in the speed can go to approx 65 to 70 kilometers per hour. Okay, it can go to 65 to 70 kilometers per hour, and that too within a minute. And continuously, if it blows for 1 minute, it will lead to massive destruction. Massive destruction happens. You see, trees have been fallen down and people have been gone missing. And what the major problem here is that we don't have such kind of infrastructure to protect us from this, right? This phenomena that is occurring, the very incident is just blowing of the winds, right? The very incident is winds blow at a very high speed and along with lightning, and that's why we call it thunder squall. The lightning gives the thunder part, that is the thunder squall. Yeah. But the main thing is, how is it happening? Why is it happening? What is creating this? Why do we have such winds? Okay, to understand that, let's go through its procedure. When we go through the procedure, let's start that during the season, like May, June, if we see the peak summer season of India, these are the peak summer seasons of India, especially North India. Okay, especially North India, where the effects have been very vast. Okay, so earth is heated up because of extreme heat from the sun. Yes, earth gets heated up. When earth is heated up, the air right above the surface will also get warm. Yes, so we have warm packets of air right above the surface of the earth. That's clear. Now these warm packets, when the air is warmer and lighter, it starts rising. As it rises, it cools down and gathers moisture. It starts gathering moisture. Once it reaches up, it has moisture, it has now become cold. It will lead to the formation of cloud. What kind of cloud? Cumulonimbus cloud. Okay, they are trying to form here a cloud. Once this cloud is formed, what is happening is this cloud will lead to moisture, and with that moisture we will see a downdraft. Okay, this rising of the air was updraft. Once the air has risen, once the cloud has been formed, once the moisture has been accumulated, it will lead to downdraft. What is downdraft? The precipitation. Yes, the precipitation. Now this dissipation or precipitation that is happening, it will start raining. Once it starts raining, we will have cold wind. Okay, instead of hot wind, what will we have? Cold wind. And with this rain, we will get cold wind, right? In the meantime, within this updraft and downdraft, do you understand updraft and downdraft? Rising up of the warm air, forming cloud, dissipating, right? That is updraft, and the fall of the rain is downdraft. Okay. With that rain, the wind is also going to come with a lot of pressure. Why a lot of pressure? Because at the same time, within the cloud, you will see charge developing. Why is the charge developing? Charge is exchanged because because of sudden cool down, ice crystals are formed, right? Suddenly, the warm air gets cooled down. Because of that, ice crystals are formed. Okay. Now, these crystals and snow petals, these crystals and the snow pellets that have been formed, they will come at the top of the cloud. Okay. The positive ice crystals at the top of the cloud, negative snow pellets. And in the bottom of the cloud, negative ice crystals and positive snow pellets because of the raindrop. You see the two kinds of charges developing here. And when positive and negative terminals are available, they will connect, right? They will connect and that charge will be formed. The final charge would be here and here. Final charge will separate the cloud, separate the borders of the cloud, right? This way the cloud will be charged, and this is also the reason why we at the same time witness lightning as well. This is the reason for lightning or the thunder part of the squall. Okay. Now we have air rising up, we have dissipation happening, hot air going, cold air coming, they're going to meet. The charge is creating the thunder, and at the same time, when the air comes thrusting down, it will have still a warm layer bottom. Why? Because the heat is still there. Do you see that the heat is still there? Day in and day out, it is very warm. So the upper packet of the air right above the surface is still warm. And from up, there is a downdraft. And in that downdraft, we have cold air. They will come and smash. And because of that, the whole cold air gets dissipated like this, right? It is trying to come down. It is trying to come down. But there is a packet of warm air here. And because of that, it just blows out. Yeah. Can you understand that? And it blows out because of the temperature difference. It blows out at such a high pressure with such a high speed that it takes just a minute to raise its speed from approx 29 to 65 kilometers per hour. Within a minute, this movement that you see, because of the difference, this movement that you see, that will force the wind to go at a very high pace. And because of that high pace, the wind starts creating a squall. Thunder is already being created because of the charge difference, and this will create a squall, and we will have a thunder squall altogether. Thunder squall where there is lightning, cloud formation, little bit of drizzling, not a lot of rain, but drizzling, because air packets are coming down more than rainwater. Rain droplets are forming charge in the cloud. Okay. So we'll have more packets of air coming down, cold packets of air coming down, cloud formation is there, thunder and lightning is happening, and at the same time, wind is blowing at a very high pace, right? Now, this is not a new phenomena. This is not a new phenomena. In the early childhoods also, you talk to parents, grandparents, you'll be able to understand from their experiences that regionally they're called andhis, right? Andhi. This has been a very old phenomena, nothing new. But now it is creating large scale destruction because earlier it had a particular time period. It had a particular time period and was not as drastic as it is today, right? It was not as drastic and people would just settle in down and they knew that these would be the days of andhis. Now, there is another concept that has added on to this, that is Western disturbance. Okay, what has added on to this? Western disturbance. Because of that, the timing has conflicted. The timing has conflicted. It is happening anytime. It is happening anytime now, and it is more dangerous. More dangerous. Why? Because of Western disturbance, because of the concepts like El Nino, we have farther more heat. Higher the heat, warmer the air packet. Warmer the air packet, higher the temperature difference. Higher the temperature difference, faster the wind goes. Faster the wind, right? That's why we can say climate change, Western disturbance, all these factors are also contributing to it. They're also contributing to it. That's why it has become much more dangerous as compared to the earlier years when it still used to happen back then. right? This wind are called with different names. They're also called Kal Baisakhi. Okay, they're also called Kal Baisakhis, nor'westers that are coming. But now the structure has changed. The structure has changed. The timing has changed. So we're not sure what is happening particularly, right? We're trying to figure that out. But for now, the loss of life is happening because number one, we don't have infrastructure, right? Number two, we don't have much awareness regarding this. So people don't know what to do. Number three, safety measures are not ensured. Safety measures are not ensured because the phenomena keeps changing. Infrastructure we won't be able to build overnight. But for public awareness, people need to know. If you are caught within this, you see the sky turning yellow. If you see the sky turning yellow, run. Run anywhere to the indoors in a concrete structure. Run indoors in a concrete structure and sit there as long as it is prevalent. Okay. Don't hide under a tree. Don't hide under a tree. Don't take a shelter under a tree because it starts drizzling and everybody on the road is like, oh, let's go stand under a tree. The tree will fall on you. That is how it is. Don't take shelters under mud or, kacha areas. Just take something solid for your shelter. Take something solid. Okay. Yeah. That is the safety measure people need to follow right now. The moment you see the sky turning yellow, just run to any concrete structure and go in there. Just sit there. Wait it out. That's fine. Nothing is that important. Just sit there because you will lose your life. Okay. Everybody should know that. Please just transfer this to other people as well. Let them know that this is what you're supposed to do for now until we have proper infrastructure. All right. This is what our safety measure should be during this time. This is the concept of thundersquall that is happening everywhere. Everybody should have awareness regarding this. Okay. Yeah. I hope you understood. So let's solve a question on that, shall we? Read the question. With reference to thundersqualls, consider the following statement. Number one, a thundersquall is characterized by a sustained wind speed increasing lasting at least 1 hour. Second, the interaction between western disturbances and local heat is primary driver for their intensity in the pre-monsoon season. Third, climate change decreases the frequency of these storms by stabilizing the upper atmosphere. Quite an interesting question. Try to read this and try to answer quickly. Okay. Yeah. All right. So we're not giving you the answer. I just hope you will try to solve this. And I hope you understood the thundersquall. Just remember that you have to make sure to stay safe, right? If you are in the areas that are getting affected by thundersquall, please spread the news to everybody. Be safe, keep others safe as well. Spread awareness. Take the responsibility as an educated Indian to spread the awareness and save lives. All right? Yeah. That was our concept for the latest update. See you in the next series. Till then, take care. Thank you. Bye-bye.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe. And do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.